Hey everybody, David Cantrell, American Family Funding, with a quick recap of some financial news over last week. So economy. Consumer prices rose a little bit more than expected in March, up to about 2.6 for over a year ago. People out there buying more stuff. We talked about supply and demand, and we get more, people, more demand, prices are going to go up. The big worry is inflation, but I think the Fed is okay with a little bit of inflation for a little bit of time because, again, we were down so low. So having a little bit higher inflation for a short period of time is probably going to be okay as long as it doesn't get too much for too long. So right now, I think they're keeping a close eye on it, and I think we're okay. Retail sales, huge move up, 9.8%. Well, again, obviously, people got that stimulus money. They're going out there, they're spending that money as they should on everything that they need to get through this period of time. So we're expecting to see that maybe for another, next month, maybe a little bit after that. But again, like we've talked about before, I think in the fall and the winter, that might start to drift back down a little bit. But again, good news, jobless claims. Jobless claims, the lowest level since March of 2020. People are out back, opening up. Restaurants, hotels, even just regular businesses are more confident, so they're hiring a little bit more people in that area too. So all good news on the economy right now. And that's flowing into good news in the housing market. Although, I know there's a lot of people out there trying to buy a house, and I know I have a bunch of pre-approvals. We have a bunch of pre-approvals in our office, and everybody's frustrated. And misery loves company. Listen to this. Research on Google shows that one of the highest searches recently has been the phrase, "How much over asking price should I offer on a home in 2021?" Now, I've never seen anything like that, but that's the world that we're living in right now because of that low inventory that we've been talking about for a while. So we're just going to continue to see that. And I know it's unfortunate, I know it's frustrating, but trust me, it will start to level out. Builders are building again. People are starting to make some moves again. So just, I know it's frustrating, but just hang in there. Things will turn around a little bit. And in that exact vein, purchase applications are up 52% over last year. Now, again, we talked about last year, things were almost at zero, so that's a big move. But that's still what we're talking about here. Purchases are actually starting to get, starting to be more popular than refinances, right? Everybody was refinancing when rates were so low. Well, now that rates have kind of ticked up a little bit, and people have got their refinances done already, now we're getting into that purchase market, which again is really good for the economy because refinancing is great. Good for people, good to have them pay down debt or pay for college tuition or whatever, put more money into the economy. But when you buy a house, then you got to buy a washing machine, then you got to do the landscaping, then you got to get paint, then you got to do this, and it adds so much more to the economy. So getting into that purchase market, really, really good for the economy. But I understand if you're trying to buy a house, just be patient. I promise you they will be available. It just might not be as soon as you thought, but they will. So until next week, stay safe out there.